What's up, banana options? It's your boy Jazz. All right, I'm doing a little impromptu off the dome podcast because I'm stuck in over an hour's worth of traffic. So I thought might as well spend this nice, pleasant, blissful hour going 11 miles an hour talking about my favorite thing, trading. Where do we begin? All right, I guess I'll talk about like the way I look at trading as a whole. Because like the thing is, I don't really fuck with traders, even though I'm a trader. And let me just elaborate on this. I don't fuck with traders, or a lot of traders, or a lot of trading, because I believe that a lot of traders and a lot of trading is actually just like gambling. You put a mask on and you're doing a different type of gambling, and you think you're doing something that takes some sort of skill or something that actually is fruitful and has an edge over the long run. What kind of fucking pisses me off is people not fully understanding everything that goes into what it takes to have a strategy, right? And okay, I might be targeting some ICT motherfuckers, but basically, like the thing is, these guys have no quantifiable fucking strategy that they can repeat every single time, and that doesn't have somewhat of an opinion error to it. And now, what do I mean, right? It's like, okay, like these ICT guys, fair value gap, inverse fair value gap. If these things really work and were a quantifiable strategy, right? You'd be able to code, okay, oh, let me go long on after this sweeps this, and we see an inverse fair value gap, and blah blah blah. Like, if you go ahead and code up any of these ICT strategies and show me that it's profitable, and once again, I will fully test if it is profitable by doing like in-depth testing. Now, what does that even mean? Well, running Monte Carlo simulations, right? Well, looking at your drawdown, looking at your Sortino ratio, your profit factor, your Sharpe. But besides, regardless of those, the reason why these strategies don't work are because they're not quantifiable. If you can't repeatedly have an execution on every single time your strategy requirements are fulfilled, and then have that be profitable over the long term, if you need to have selection bias in order to make your strategy profitable, surprise, surprise, you don't have a profitable strategy. That's literally the same thing as going to the roulette wheel at a casino and be like, yo, I got the strat. Okay, we're gonna take red. All right, we're gonna wait. We're gonna take black. Now we're gonna take red. Oh shit, let's go on up. Yo, I gotta be doing something right, bro. I got the code. I cracked it. That's how these traders look. And I know this shit because if there were 5 consecutive payouts in a row for every trader who preached ICT, dude, I'll start a charity. I'll give everything I own, including all my clothes and underwear, away. There's just no way that ever happens. Okay, so ICT shit talk out of the way, but you need something quantifiable, and then that's why I started building an algorithm, right? Because I needed something that's quantifiable, repeatable, measurable, executable, data-based, and that I know actually has an edge, and then performs on every single action without me having to put my input of let's not play here. Let me go red. Let me go black. You know, if I built something that's able to go to the roulette wheel and actually accurately play every single spin of the roulette wheel and be profitable, then you have something, right? Obviously with the roulette wheel, that's always random, right? But you see what I'm trying to say. It's like, you really need, in order to know if your strategy is good, you can't just selectively choose the entries and setups that look good and that your strategy or setup happens to go with. You know, you gotta be able to look at every single trade, every single mistake your strategy makes, and then let that strategy trade over the long run. Obviously, you can add filters to avoid certain pitfalls your strategy makes, and that's how you make your strategy stronger. But at the end of the day, to know if your strategy is good or not, you must leave it running 100% on its own without your like impact, or like without any of your input on it. And that's how you'll know if your strategy is actually profitable or not. And this goes with, you don't even need to be trying to make an algorithm, you know? You can just be trading manually. But if you're a manual trader and you're not able to quantify and build something that copies exactly your thought process, and obviously it's hard, right? Because you make a lot of decisions by just looking at the chart, and you end up having a lot of prior knowledge and a lot of prior bias just by, trading and looking at the chart. That when you give rules to this script, these parameters, these filters, as soon as all those filters hit, that's a trade. There's no time to second guess. There's no time to be less confident or more confident. So that's why you need to, then you'll realize, oh shit, what are the other factors that are in my manual trading that are making me, let's say if I did have a good strategy, right? What are these factors that are making me win over the long run? Identify them and then test them over the long run algorithmically and see, is that actually an edge or something like positive for my strategy that I developed? Or did I just happen to cling on to a piece of noise? Like that just happens to be like pretty good, but according to like the last 6 months or whatever data set you're training on, So that's that. Secondly, I'm gonna just go back into rants. But secondly, who the hell actually believes people like Mamba FX, PJR, Morgan Trades? Like, I could probably name like 50 gurus, right off rip. Like, who actually, yes, like when I was a beginning trader, sure, like I got their ads as well, right? But like, I felt like I had enough common sense to know that these guys were fucking shilling a dream. But like, I don't know, you tell me, guys. I'm sitting here listening, like, just explain it to me. Trust fund kid, his dad owns like a private school, like, He like barely live trades. He's like paper trading. He has his own like he has his own prop firm, which means he has like brokerage access, which means he can manipulate numbers for his brokerage statements. Like, there's like infinity red flags with this guy. Also, like, has anybody seen this guy trade? Like, this guy lives on my fucking For You page, and like with like YouTubers like Lacey and like fucking Toby and who knows what. Like, this guy is the guy who's gonna teach you how to make a living and actually beat the one, like become the 1%. This motherfucker. You got, boy. If you think that, bro, you just got. As simple as that. Yeah, bro. And then I've seen what this guy teaches as well. Isn't it just repackaged ICT and ICT, which we know is already bullshit? And if it wasn't bullshit, where's his Robin's cup? Like, all of this is just like layers of like shit and piss, just like, and trash stacked on top of each other, bundled up into multiple courses. Throw a couple Bryce scale Lamborghinis and shit in front of it, boom. But like, I'm also thinking like, okay, like the average person who follows TJR got to be under the age of like 16, right? Because there's no way. Because I feel like if you're above the age of 18, like you gotta, and you believe TJR, like honestly, you're not even worth saving. Like I fully, like, this may be cool, but you're not even worth saving because you don't have enough mental capacity to like think for yourself and be and like know the difference between a dream and reality and what you can actually do. And you can do crazy shit, by the way, but not the way these guys fucking teach you, and not the way these guys like yeah, I'm on my beach, like I placed a couple trades, yeah, I'm in my infinity pool in Dubai with my Lambo, you know, place a couple trades, I'm living life, you know. If you're over the age of like 16 or 18 and you legitimately think that can be you, like, just pack it up, bro. Just actually pack it up. This shit's genuinely hard. And if you're telling me it's easy, you haven't been in the market long enough. I'll say that. I'll bet my whole life savings on it. That if you've been trading for less than like a year and you say it's easy, you just haven't been in the market long enough. And that's a lot of you guys. But you know, everybody gets humbled after the first bull run. So you know, you guys will learn eventually. Oh, and then lastly, I'm gonna continue this rant. Keep it going. Keep it flowing. You know, to continue this rant, I just don't fuck with most meme coin traders either. Degen gamblers thinking they can actually make it out when what they're doing is essentially the same thing as going to the casino, going to that slot machine and fucking scratching away at the screens, bro. Just fucking smashing that fucking button. You know, show me the difference between an old ass grandma fucking scratching the fucking slot machine and like a 16-year-old meme coin trader. There is no difference. Okay, except to those people that have some sort of edge or strategy. And a lot of people are gonna say, oh wait, that's me. I have like a strategy. No, you don't. You're still gambling. And I'm just gonna let me just give you an example of a strategy for meme coin trading. I would maybe potentially. Like, this is how I used to trade when I did do meme coins a couple times. You just look at KOLs, which are just like whales, see what they're getting into, then look at the actual project. And then if that actual project has enough of a narrative in the meme space, as on TikTok, whatever, then we'll send that shit, you know? But the people who sit all day in front of like their deck screener or whatever and just like slamming random coins all day, like, yo, brother, you need some help. Brother. You need some help. Yeah, but how long am I driving? Let's see. I've only been yapping for 15 minutes? Oh, it's cooked.